Here, you have to describe the development of river profile. Dear students, river profile means the channel over which a river flow, including both the length and the width of the channel. Here, you have to remind yourself the meaning of river firstly. As we described before, river is the flowing of water from its source, which is highland, to the mouth, which is lowlands. But this river is just passing into three functions: erosive, transportation, and deposition. Therefore, wherever the river will be affecting the area of width and the lengths, that is called river profile. Because the landmass or the river, wherever will be taking place on the plain area or landmass, can be affecting the part of lengths or widths. For instance, the river was narrow in nature many previous years, but for nowadays the river have been expanded in terms of width and in terms of lengths. Lengths, this is the place of origination to the endless. But wherever we talk about width, these are sides or bank. But dear students, you have to remind the words of bank. Bank. But most of you are just meaning that bank is the area of deposition of money. But according to the linguistic, bank, it can be of the same spelling, the same pronunciation, but difference in meaning. Bank, these are sides or lateral areas of the river. Sides, yale mapembezoni ya river, na yenyewe inaitwa bank. Lakini most of you is just meaning that bank are the area of deposition. Hence, river river profile means the channel over which a river flow, including both the lengths and width of the channels. Types of river profile. River profile is divided into two parts: long profile and the cross profile. Whenever talking about long profile, this is the expansion of the river from its source to the mouth, or from highland to the lowlands. But whenever talk about cross profile, this is the expansion of the river in terms of width, or pembezoni, or bank of the river, or lateral of the river. Factor influencing the development of river profile, both long and the cross profile. Firstly, nature of the local. Dear students, you have to remind yourself the meaning of river profile. River profile, this is the expansion of the river in terms of lengths and the width. Lengths, this is the expansion of the river from its source to the mouth. For instance, the river was started from Morogoro, but it was ended at coastal region at Pwani. But after days to go on, the river was expanded to Tanga. That is the lengths. But wherever you're talking about cross profile, this is the expansion of bank of the river. For instance, before the river was just expanded maybe 10 meter, but nowadays the river in terms of width or bank is just expanded for 50 meter. That is the expansion. And you will observe yourself the situation of river profile or expansion of river profile in terms of lengths and widths. Therefore, below are factors like what I described the nature of the local. The expansion of river in terms of lengths or widths is just depending on the nature of the local. Wherever the local will be hardness in nature, even the expansion of lengths and widths will be impossible. But wherever the river is just prolonging or taking place in the landmass of soft, therefore even the expansion will be high. And even the people who are just building along this river will be shifting or migrating to one another due to fear for floods or death which can be taking place. Another one is the volume of the river. Factor that can cause for expansion of lengths and widths is just depending on the volume of water in the river. The water volume is large both across and long profile will develop and reverse in true for small amount. Wherever the water volume will be small, even the expansion will be small. But wherever the water volume will be large in nature, even the expansion will be high. Another factor is size of the roads. Here we have to describe or to know how amount of water or amount of loads which have been taking place on the river. Wherever the river consists of different loads, different materials, which can be hitting to some areas of bank or lateral, can cause for the expansion. Mfano, mtu umebeba viti, miti na vitu kama vyapo. These loads can be hitting sides and cause for the expansion of the landmass. Therefore, the river profile is just depending, the expansion is just depending on the loads which is just bloated with this river flow. If for instance, the size of the load, if the material carried a large amount, the river profile will be developed through abrasion process. Another factor is the presence of vegetation. Wherever the river is just passing through to the area of vegetation, even the expansion in terms of cross profile will be impossible, because this vegetation will be acting as the breakers. But wherever the area have no any vegetation, even expansion in terms of cross or lengths will be high. Another one is the energy and the speed of the river. Here you have to remind yourself the nature of the river is just having high energy or speed. Wherever the river is just passing through to the area whereby the water volume will be small energy or pressure, even the expansion in terms of lengths and the widths will be impossible. But wherever the river is having high speed or pressure, even the expansion in terms of lengths and the widths will be high. Human influence. Here we have to describe the role of human being. Wherever the human being is just protecting this river to avoid to be expanding in terms of lengths and widths will be possible and to avoid expansion. But wherever the man is just taking some depositional materials along this river, even the expansion of the river will be high, because the man is just influencing the river profile to be taking place. But this man, wherever, will be planting some vegetation along this river, even the expansion will be impossible. Another factor is slope of the area. Here we have to describe the meaning of gentle and steep. Most of the river, wherever will be taking place to the steep areas, even in the expansion of lengths, the width will be high, because the water is just flowing at a high volume or at high speed. But wherever water will be passing to the gentle areas, even expansion will be impossible. For instance, if the area is steep, the long profile it developed more, but when it is gentle, the cross profile developed more. Okay, mostly of the cross profile is just taking place to the lowland or low areas, but at highlands the river will be passing in terms of lengths, because the water is just passing quickly as possible. Another one is the presence of water bodies on the way. Example, lake. When there are some obstacle like lake will influence the deposition of material, hence influence the development on the river profile. Here we are just describing wherever the river is just passing in the area along water bodies, for instance lake, will be minimizing the expansion of river in terms of lengths, because some of water will be deposited to the lake. Dear students, let's describe the concept of graded river profile. The concept of graded river profile. The concept was developed by W.M. Davies. This was the greater thinkers, or scientist one, who explained that the river profile is devoted to attack its slope from source to the mouth of the river. The river graded profile is concerning the balance between the rate of erosion and the rate of deposition. According to this guy, his argument was based on equilibrium or balance between the material which was eroded and those which will be deposited to the end of the river. Dear students, according to Davies, the river can attain an equilibrium between erosive and deposition by eroding the underlying rock to form a concave-like structure shape. According to this argument, or to this Davies, according to his argument, he was assumed that wherever the river will be a